Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another fleet guide video. Now you'll be able to find this and all my other fleet guides on my SWGOH for Life website. If you haven't seen it yet, then the link in the description below. So Profundity has been added to the game a few weeks ago and I had many people asking me will I be doing a counter guide for Executor versus Profundity. So I was doing lots of testing over the past few weeks and this video is the result of it. So I'll be showing you different battles. First obviously I'll cover the RNG factors, different reinforcements, then the speeds and the turn order and everything. So if you're not interested in the details, you just want to skip through to the battles, there'll be a YouTube chapter below as always. But otherwise, I want to first start off here with Profundity. Now, before Profundity gets to 7 stars, it's very easy to defeat, very consistent. I don't think you can really lose. But once you do get it to 7 stars, this is where things can sometimes get a little bit tricky because here, Unconventional Maneuver ability. This ability, Profundity is hard-coded to always call Outrider to assist, targeting your Razor Crest. And once at 7 star, this ability maxed out will remove the damage penalty on the double assist in beginning. So as you can see, if it's not maxed out, Profundity will call Outrider and they will attack twice, dealing 50% less damage. And why is that important, this 50% less damage? Because Outrider deals damage 4 times on its basic, so in total it will be dealing damage 8 times to your Razor Crest. Then Han can come in for an assist, call somebody else to assist, and once this damage penalty is removed, they actually have enough damage to potentially one-shot your Razor Crest, which I'll show you later in the battle. So this is just the only difference really, to be honest, between 6 stars and below and 7 stars when you're going when using Executor to counter these guys. So just want to highlight this ability that changes a little bit things at 7 stars. Now the next thing I want to really touch upon is the speed of Han's Millennium Falcon. Now depending on the speed of your Executor and the speed of enemy Falcon, the start of the battle will go slightly different. So ideally the enemy Falcon would be faster than your Executor. This makes things a lot easier and more smooth. If not, you can still win, but as you'll see from my their gameplay battles that I'll show later on, things can sometimes get a little bit tricky if Falcon is slower than your Executor. So here you go, my Falcon there, 195. And now let's have a look at Executor speed just so that you can compare. Now my Piet here is at Relic 8 and the speed of Executor is 192. So if you do have a Relic 9 Piet, the speed of your Executor would be 194. So maybe for those of you out there that do have Relic 9 Piets, in many cases maybe you will go before Falcon just because their speeds are so close. But definitely having, I think, a slower Executor than Falcon makes things a lot easier, which I will be showing you from my gameplay. You will see later on why that is. Now before I head over and start talking about RNG factors and I'll show you the battle gameplay, let's also talk about the speed of your Razor Crest and your Xanadu Blood. Now the way I have mine clocked, my Beskar Commander is only at Relic 3, so he's at 181, and then my Cat Bane is at Relic 6, so he's 1 speed faster at 182. The reason why I have clocked them this way is, for example, for mirror matches, that my Xanadu Blood can go first, call Razor Crest for an assist, and I get an instant mark on the enemy. Now if you do have faster Razor Crest, still shouldn't be a problem because Profundity in its opening play will land a breach on your Razor Crest, which will reduce the speed of your Razor Crest by 25%. So even if your Razor Crest is like, 4 speed or something faster than your Xanadu Blood, your Xanadu Blood should still be able to go before your Razor Crest and get a mark on Falcon, so you can then just finish it off with a mass assist if you need to. Just quickly want to talk about the speeds of Xanadu Blood there and Razor Crest as well and how it all works. So with the basics covered there in terms of the turn order and speed and abilities and things like that, let's just start talking about the RNG factors. So the first RNG factor, the one probably that is the most important, is will Razor Crest survive the opening wave? So as mentioned before, there's no damage penalty at 7 star for Profundity in this opening sequence, and if they get lucky, good RNG with lots of assists from Falcon calling somebody else to assist, as you can see, they can one-shot there your Razor Crest before you even get a turn. If that happens, you will lose. I don't think there's any way you can really recover from this situation. Now luckily there are two things here. My best command is only relic free, so would be interesting to hear for those of you that have relic 7 or relic 8 best commando, does your Razor Crest survive 100% of the time the opening sequence, or even at high relics it can still get taken down sometimes. Now for me personally, with my relic free best commando, maybe, you know, he survives 90% of the time, so only like 1 out of 10 battles I would lose. So it's, you know, I would say that's why this counter that I'm showing you, I would consider it as a 90% win rate from my own testing at a relic free on best commando. So this is the most important RNG factor. Fortunately, it's not very frequent. Now the second RNG factor is the opposite one. It's if you do get good RNG, like will you kill the Falcon in your opening wave? If that happens, I mean, it's a very smooth battle from there on out. So you can see getting assist, and then I get a nice big double tap there from Xanadu Blood. Falcon is down, and this makes it for a very easy win from here on out. But again, this doesn't happen very often there for me personally. And the final bit of RNG factor, now this, I think I've done about 100 battles over the past few weeks, and it happened only once. So obviously if this happened as well, you most likely will lose, but this is really, I think, very rare. Let me know in the comments below, has this ever occurred to you? So what happens is, I bring in my first reinforcement, and boom, Profundity already hits the ultimate. So just watching back all the footage, what I think what happened was they were just getting extremely lucky with constantly calling Outrider for assist, 2 assists, and was doing all those critical hits and everything. So this happened only once in about 100 battles, so it's not something really you need to worry about. It's just I wanted to highlight that it can happen every once in a while. Alright, so RNG factors out of the way. It's finally time to go into battle. So I've got 5 battles here for you in total, just showing a combination of different speeds for Falcon. Is it slower or faster than Executor? And will Biggs be with the first reinforcement or the Phantom? Spoiler alert, actually Biggs as the first reinforcement is a lot easier to defeat than with Phoenix as the first reinforcement. Anyway, we'll talk through as those battles go. Let's just start off first with for me personally is the most common what I encounter in Fleet Arena. Not sure about Grand Arena how things will work there. It's the one where their Falcon is faster than my Executor, and Biggs is the first reinforcement. Razor Crest surviving. Now Falcon there already used its ability to hide itself, so now we can use our own heal ability there, heal up Razor Crest and pull out Falcon out in the open. Now we can go ahead, do lots of assists on it. There we go, we got now Mark on Falcon as well. There we go. And let's go ahead, try to finish it off, but I keep healing up, just about surviving. So when they bring their first reinforcement, what I like to do is instead of bringing my own reinforcement, just do a mass assist over on Falcon, get it down, because now with Falcon out, they don't get those extra assists, but most importantly, they won't be able to cleanse the debuffs anymore from themselves, and this is why you want to go after Falcon first. And you know, from there on out things are a lot easier, all those debuffs will stick. Now I can go ahead and bring in my first reinforcement, just do a double tap, just, you know, to get to the contract faster. There we go, we got now permanent target locked, permanent breach on everybody, and from here on out you basically just need to clean up what's left on the board. These guys can't really do much at this point anymore, because as soon as Falcon is down, them getting to the ultimate will be almost impossible, just because they don't get all those extra assists that Falcon generates. So we just have to now finish off these guys, obviously getting into my ultimate, and things are over. Now for the second battle, now this one is versus slower Falcon, so that's where situation when your Falcon is slower than your Executor, but still Biggs as the first reinforcement. So there we go, so same opening place, you know, your Razor Crest, he probably will be able to survive most of the times. Okay, they're getting a few more attacks in here. There we go, got him in the red, whew, barely hanging in there. And this is now the key difference. My Executor had a turn before Falcon, and now Falcon was able to go into hiding, and I can't target it. Now this situation, you go after Outrider first, obviously. However, as you can see, because of the Falcon in there, it keeps cleansing all those debuffs whenever you land free on them. but still just keep going after Outrider. There's no other choice really you have there. Getting Y-Wing down will be much harder, so just better try and pin down Outrider. I'm just going to mass assist here on Biggs. Is no point bringing in reinforcement at this point, I think, because I wouldn't be able to target Outrider because of the taunt on Biggs anyways. So just use there the basic ability from Razor Crest to finish off Biggs, because Razor Crest can ignore the taunt. And now let's go ahead and bring in IG as the first reinforcement. As always, get a stun. Unfortunately, there will be cleansing of debuffs because Falcon is still alive at this point. That's what I'm saying. You know, with slower Falcons, actually, it's a little bit more challenging to win. You still win most of the time, just the wins aren't as smooth and as clean as you can see there. I actually lost IG at this point. I was also playing around with trying to bring in Slave 1 as the first reinforcement instead of IG, but I just took him down way too fast. And there we go, getting to the ultimate. I'm just going to now have to finish off the remaining ships here, and that was a win in the end as well. Alright, so battle number 3. So this is again versus an enemy that has a faster Falcon than my Executor. However, Phantom as the first reinforcement, not Biggs. So you will see the difference here that this challenge brings. Anyway, same thing, they get the opening attacks going. Razor Crest taking a few hits. Looks like we'll be surviving okay here. Okay, no Falcon assisting, that's good. It goes into hiding. Now we can go ahead, bring it out, and again target it. There we go. Let's just go ahead, boom, 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 and get that thing going as well. 1 hit, 2 hit, almost got him. Alright, now they got shield disruption, doesn't matter, we'll be able to cleanse it off in our next turn, so not a problem at all if they do land shield disruption. So now Biggs is not first reinforcement, but Phantoms on this, what this will happen is they will be able to bring back-to-back reinforcements, and this will then trigger the mass cleanse of debuffs on the rebels and buffs from your guys. So this is now going to be a little bit different from that point of view. So we go, bringing in Ghost now, and they cleansed off all the mess from themselves. But anyway, I'm going to bring in my first reinforcement. Now, because now we apply the debuff there on Ghost, Phantom is taunting, and we can't now ignore the taunt obviously on Y-Wing, so we can't go for Outriders. Definitely there, Phantom is a little bit annoying with his constant taunt, so I decided to leave it alone because it will constantly popping in and out of stealth, getting foresight. Just ignore it. We did get our contract triggered, which gives them permanent breach, so we can go ahead, take out Outrider. This point just hit autoplay, and you are good to go. Battle number 4. So this is again going to be with Phantom as the first reinforcement, and then slower Falcon. So again, you will see a little bit difference here from the other battles. Anyway, they get the opening plays going, hitting my Razor Crest. Razor Crest so far hanging in there and surviving. Let's go ahead and clean up. So this point again, Falcon, we won't be able to target Falcon because we got a turn with Executor before. So same thing as when Biggs was first reinforcement, you just go after Dash Render there, Outrider, but obviously we will keep cleansing off all those debuffs because of Falcon. They're getting a few more hits in. Now luckily we can obviously ignore Y-Wing's taunt if there's nobody else taunting, so it's pretty good. And there we go. So the difference here is, instead of doing the mass assist on Biggs, here actually you can just immediately bring your first reinforcement, and there is no other taunt than Y-Wing on the board, so now you can actually go after Outrider. You can ignore all the taunts. So this is a little bit difference that I like to do if Phantom is the first reinforcement instead of Biggs. So with Outrider out of the way, you know, you really slow down their download progress, so you should be able to win here. But as you can see, somehow there I lost the taunt there on my Houndstooth just because of all those passive cleansing of the debuffs that Falcon brings. They were able to cleanse off breach, and then my Houndstooth loses taunt, and they were able to take out IG there. So you can see these teams with slower Falcon, definitely you can lose a ship sometimes. They're not as clear-cut easy wins as those there where you do have a slower Executor. So similar like in Executor mirror matches, sometimes slower is better, I guess. But anyways, let's just go ahead, finish off this battle. At this point, these guys can't really do a whole lot anymore. I'll probably hit the ultimate on my next turn as well. anyways, or we're gonna finish off Falcon before even that. Nope, there we go. Death Star fired, and let's just go ahead and finish off Millennium Falcon there. So for battle number 5, we get a perfect RNG gameplay here, just to see what happens when sometimes stars do align and you do insta-kill Falcon straight out of the gate. Now if you do have higher Relic, Cat Bane and Razor Crest than me, maybe this happens more often for you than me, but I just want to show you that, you know, it's really nice when that happens. Obviously this again versus faster Falcon, so we can go ahead, get it out of hiding, and then do a couple of assists here on Falcon. Falcon already dead before they even bring in first reinforcement. So whenever this happens, this is going to be so easy now from here on out. Should be a really nice high banner win if this would be like a grand arena setting, but obviously Fleet Arena doesn't matter. I'll just go ahead, burn down Biggs first. Okay, and again a few assists go. Let's go. There we go, perfect. Let's go ahead now. Finish off Outrider as well. So there you go, guys, very quick and easy if you do manage to insta-kill Falcon in the beginning of the battle. And there you go, guys, that's all what I wanted to show you today. Hopefully this was a little bit useful, just talking about different RNG factors, different speeds, different relic levels, and how they all interact between each other, as well, showing you a little bit different reinforcements from the enemy, because not everybody will have same reinforcements. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you found this video useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server. But until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.